What is Maundy Thursday? It sounds a pretty strange name. I'm going to tell you all about it right here, right now. Maundy Thursday is a hugely important day. In fact, it's part of the evening that we really celebrate and look at in the church. Maundy is a Latin word that means command, and Jesus was commanding his disciples and us as Christians now to follow his example. So this is Jesus' time with his disciples having the Last Supper in the upper room. And here he gave us two things. First, he gave us what we call the Last Supper, or the Eucharist, or the communion, where we take bread and wine. Today we do ours up there behind me. And it's a communion service where we encounter Christ individually, but also we are in communion with all the Christians around the world as we come together as one to his table, instituted at the Last Supper through the bread and wine and through the words that Jesus said. And being a priest myself, these are the words that I say when I do the communion service, saying exactly the same words that Jesus said about the bread and the wine. And that is done throughout the world today, throughout the Christian world. We remember this usually on a Sunday. Some churches do it every day. Some churches will do it one day in the week and on a Sunday. And this communion service, or the Eucharist, came from the Last Supper, that time when Jesus was having his Passover meal with his disciples. He also, in this command, in this Maundy, showed us how we are to serve each other. He washed his disciples' feet as an act of humility and service, showing us that we should love and serve each other in that same humility. This is God coming down, being on earth and washing his disciples' feet, something which was unbelievable for that time that he did, but we still do that and we reenact that. So most churches around the world will reenact that same scene of washing the disciples, or washing we are disciples, other Christians' feet as an act of humility and service. And it does. I've done it myself. It is an honour to do it, and it's very humbling to be able to do that for other people. And that's what we do in loving and serving each other. Churches will have perhaps on this day a communion service themselves, or they'll have a special meal reenacting that last meal of Jesus, of the Passover. Maundy Thursday is commanding us. Jesus has given us two gifts. One, the communion or Eucharist service. One, in showing us as Christians how we are to serve each other. That's why we remember Maundy Thursday in Holy Week, because he showed us how we are to be living and loving each other as Christians.